Okay, today, little exploratory ride. This place is getting filled up. About a half mile over there, there's one trailer, two trailers. About a mile over, there's three trailers. That's too many people for the desert dog. So I'm going to go back up the road. We're going to hit a little bit of pavement. And those little mountains to the left there, to the west, are look like some prime target for some good riding. And they're about 8 miles away, so we're gonna fly up there, see what the riding's like, and look for a camp spot. Okay, we're going to rock some pavement here. This is Vulture Mine Road. It's actually a nice little road on a street bike. You guys all right? Kind of funny standing out in the middle of the road like that. Okay, this is the road we're looking for. And we're on camp 8 miles south of here. Just about exactly, is what I call Vulture Mine, but the actual Vulture Mine is right up there, that building, and there's actually a whole town site still left there, and you can see tailings there. Pretty neat little tour. It costs money to get in. I am not certain. That's something I'll do another time if I can. I'm not certain if they'll let you videotape stuff or not in there, but we'll do that some other time. Looking to camp on that side. I'm looking for riding on that side. Must be a ranch access. I'm guessing this is a ranch access. Well, let's not bother these folks. I don't see any no trespassing or nothing like that. I think I'm going to try to give this a shot. Alright, well, as I'm not completely sure what kind of road this is. I'm gonna try to plod along here respectfully and see where it goes. Well, it is a marked road, so that's good. But I didn't see any places to go camping though. So one of the ways I like to check out new territory, and it involves a lot of Google Earth, is I'll pick out a spot however I get there, and kind of give it an overlook. And I'll grab my GPS, jump on the bike, and just take some of the main trails and lay some GPS tracks down. I'll save the track, move it over onto my computer, and drag it into Google Earth. So now I can see where the main trails are, and I can start exploring off. I can start exploring off into other areas. See where the little smaller trails go, make sure I'm not getting in over my head, and then just get some really good tracks to go on. One mental note here is we've got jumping Cholla everywhere. So that is a good cautionary note to self. Yeah, I'm liking this trail. And this isn't even the main one. It was like just an offshoot leg, and it drags you right back into the mountains. I wonder who. I wonder if I take this right, it'll bring me to an overlook of Vulture City. Kind of heads back that way. This looks like a an old stage route. Because there's absolutely no tire tracks on this thing. Not that nobody rides on it, but you'll see a lot of this. What was once a really well-maintained road. And unlike a normal desert trail, you'll see these mounds on either side. They're not really evident right here. It's probably not the best place to stop. But these mounds on the side, and they were maintained stage roads, so they'd have people come out here and clear them all the time and keep them nice and level for the stages to come through, so you had a fairly smooth ride. But this is a Cholla jungle, man. Cholla jungle. Oh, not bad at all. we've got her blocked off there. Yep, this used to go right into Vulture City, but we ain't getting there today. Well, we're back at the intersection, and that way goes back to where I came from. I'm going to go out this way and just see what the see where it brings us. Goes down in the wash. Looks like we had a couple of dirt bike fellers up here not too long ago. Take a ride up here and get a bird's eye view. Oh yeah, that's very nice. I'm camped way back over that way, just at the base of those mountains over there. This is interesting. Definitely have some nice scenery up here. This is kind of the trails I like, is a little roller coastery. You know, gentle up and downs, a little hill here and there, and turns back and forth in and out of the hills. It's nice. We're headed, according to the GPS, towards a place called Jimmy Wash. Which apparently is right down there. Oh, got a mining operation up here. Well, apparently there's a main road or a trail about a half-mile away, so we're gonna follow this little bit of two-track here and see where we end up. That'll give us a good starting point. Anywho, No more trail. Well, it apparently peters out here, but I think it might go up that hill. Looks like someone's got some diggings going on here. My dirt bike buddies have been through here. You can see their tracks. Looks like they may have been doing a little wildcatting to get over here. I think that's the road I'm looking for right over there. So I'm just checking to see what I was looking at is correct. So there's one road that comes this way and one that hooks around right over there. So I may try to do the same thing they did, is just do a little wildcat over there and hopefully don't tank a whole bunch of cholla. Well, I decided against wildcatting it. Seeing as how I'm alone, it's about a half mile over there, and making your own trails isn't really too kosher, no matter if you're on state land or somebody's property. So we're going to go back the way we came a little bit, see what else we can find over here. Well, Mr. Miner Man's out. Some of those guys can be a little on the sketch side. They defend their mineral rights like crazy. Back in the day, I was out with an ATV club, and we had probably 40 people out cleaning up an area and just grabbing, whoops, talking and not riding here. We had about 40 people out picking up cans and stuff like that, trash along the road. And we're all in ATVs with some type of compartment on the back, and there was a couple of ladies out by themselves chit-chatting and picking up aluminum cans. And this dolt, who apparently had a mining claim, or so he said, came flying up to him in his vehicle and which way did I come through here? Anyway, he came through to him in his vehicle. And scared the bejeepers out of him. Get off my property. Which, it's not really your property. You've got a mining claim to it. It's still state trust land, and people have access to it no matter what, as long as it's safe. But he demanded that they drop the aluminum cans that they collected because he had mineral rights to the place, which is not true, but situation like that, when you got a whack job, it's better just to listen to what he said. But we were supervising everybody, so we went back there and collected up the ladies and just left that area alone for the rest of the day and gave him a little piece of our mind. People got to be jerks sometimes. Alright, so we came to an intersection here where I broke off from the main trail. This is the trail with the gate on it from the beginning, so I'm going to see where our main trail brings us. Definitely all whooped out compared to the other leg, which means there's tons of people on this thing. So looking at my little GPS here, what I can tell is the fork that we took before head you back in the hills, and there's some really nice trails back there, but the problem is that some of them dead end, so we need to keep an eye out for that when we look on Google Earth. This heads you back, this will head you back towards that area, but it's heavily used, so I try to keep away from them trails. Just because, you know, you get folks flying in the other direction at you in Jeeps and ATVs and dirt bikes, and can get a little hairy. And a lot of times it tend to be just, you know, mundane kind of trail. Well, mundane for me, I could have rode around on this type of trail around my trailer and saved myself 9 miles, where the other leg that was dead ending, more whoops. The other trail that was dead ending had a lot more character to it. Well, seeing as how we are on the exploratory mission here, and we're boldly going, we're most every moto vlogger in the Southwest has gone before. I figured I'd give you a little tutorial. I've touched on some of the flora and fauna here. Of course, the biggest one here is saguaro. There's one of them bad boys right there. Needles. This right here, and this is an old one, but this is a Palo Verde tree. Has yellow blossoms in the spring. Like most everything else out here, it's got needle sharp barbs on it. And the branches are green. Most of the greens wore out of this one, but you might be able to see that. Forgetting the name of that one. These are the infamous devil's velcro, as I call them, but they're actually called jumping cholla, or teddy bear cholla. Those light green balls of pain will actually fall off of those, and they'll run out into the road here. Your tires pick them up and they'll jab you. This is sagebush, creosote. It's creosote bush. When the sun shines on those, it smells like, it's like creosote. that tarry burn smell. And I'm looking for, there's a regular cholla that doesn't do what the jumping cholla or teddy bear cholla do. Nope, I'm not finding it. Here's one up here. Oh yeah, here's one right here. This is a regular cholla. This is just a cholla plant. It doesn't have the big balls of light green that fall off. These more like a stick will fall off. They drop right by the plant, and they're not as bad even if you get them in you. I apologize for the heavy breathing. And this is an ocotillo. It'll grow little tiny green leaves all the way up it, and at the very end, it's almost like a feather plume. They'll get these orange flowers. You can see the remnants of them right here, and I'm assuming that's how they grow. They grow these little things, and then they become longer branches or whatever. But this used to have orange flowers on it. And it's not dead, it goes dormant, so we'll get rain, and the cactus will get leaves in like 24 hours. Within a few days, the flowers will come up, and then it'll all go away just about the same amount of time. So there we are, little botanical information for you. Nice little stand of saguaros there. I never get over seeing them things. Well, we're gonna follow this. We're just gonna go up to the next pass here and see what we can see. What I'm hoping we find here is a nice overlook. So I kind of scan stuff around. Well, we're at the top, and wasn't what I was thinking. I think we're going to crest over a pass and come back down, but I think this is good enough for today. I've got a layout, got some mental notes, and head back down the hill, maybe take some side trails. One thing I like about coming back on a trail most of the time is it looks different. You're picking up stuff that you didn't see on the way up. Of course, your head's rotated through 180 degrees, but even the trail itself looks a little different coming back the other way. different perspective. And another thing is, as a benefit when you're riding and camping, I don't get that melancholy feeling you get at the end of the ride, because I know I'll get up tomorrow morning. I can ride if I want to, or I can rest up at the camp and go back out again. At the gate again. We're at the gate again. I gotta open it. Don't forget to unplug the GP, the drift. Oh dear, I shouldn't sing. Always remember, leave the gates the way you found them. Open, close them. Keeps people from closing trails. All right, well, we're back out to the pavement. Like I said, this is a really nice road bike ride. So this is how I kind of start mapping out a trail. I find a place on Google Earth that I may or may not have been near or by before. I kind of plot out a few places, pick a point to start from, which was right here because I could see all this on Google Earth and it was good access. And I'll come out to the spot and get my GPS working, get some tracks in to where I think some good trails are. Then I'll go back on Google Earth. I'll lay those tracks on top of Google Earth and find out where I want to go the next time out here. So this is just the baby steps in starting, and just give you a little insight. You know, I take some mental notes, you know, sand washes and rocks, and how much traffic there was, if there was more dirt bikes or not, views, places to stop. When I'm going back in Google Earth, I'll look for mine sites and things like that. One thing I didn't do today is check my GPS, which tells me where there's little points of interest. So sometimes you'll see mine sites in there and things like that. But all in all, it was a pretty good day. Nice little trail ride. Found some good spots to check out, and got a little work to do, but we'll get this one working.